Welcome. Today I'm going to give you those 25 mistakes you have to avoid if you want to have an incredible trip at Universal. You know how I like to do, so let's get into mistake number 1, not buying your tickets in advance. One of the things that you can save a lot of money on is getting your tickets in advance, whether it be on Universal's website or one of their affiliates. This also saves you the time of having to wait in that ticket line, which can get ridiculous in the morning, and allowing you to go straight to the gate. Mistake number 2 is not using an authorized ticket seller. These people have direct relationships with Universal Orlando Resort, and they are able to offer you many of the theme park tickets at a discounted rate for you. Just make sure you are getting your tickets from someone who's trustworthy. I personally recommend websites such as the Park Prodigy, Undercover Tourist, and of course the official Universal Orlando website. And we cannot forget Groupon. Don't sleep on Groupon. Mistake number 3 that I know that you are not going to make is not having a park-to-park ticket that allows you to get on the Hogwarts Express. You should know that the Hogwarts Express that takes you from Diagon Alley, aka Universal Studios Florida, to Hogsmeade, aka Islands of Adventure, will require a 2-park hopper ticket, meaning that you will have to get a ticket that allows you to park hop in one day. Please don't forget that mistake. Too many people continue to make it. Mistake number 4 is not reviewing the Universal Orlando crowd calendar before your trip. Now, I did a whole video on this, which I'm gonna link up here, but basically the crowd calendar allows you to know what are the best days to go to Universal Studios Florida. Many other websites will have a calendar that's color coordinated that will let you know that it is okay to go to the theme park that day. I usually like to look at this calendar before I get to the park to know what kind of day I'm in for. Is it going to be a chill day or is it not going to be a chill day? So look at those calendars to know what day you can avoid if you are more flexible with choosing your dates for Universal Orlando. This leads me to mistake number 5. Purchasing an express pass on a slow day. Now, if you are using that crowd calendar, it can kind of help you predict how the days are going to be at the park. So use this to kind of gauge the day of what you think the park may be and if it's necessary for you to get an express pass. You can also go look at the express pass prices on the Universal Orlando website to see if they go up higher, that means Universal think it's going to be a busy day. If they go lower, Universal think it's going to be a quite slow day. So that's something to keep in mind. But hey, if you're like, hey, I don't want to wait in any line at all, then go ahead and get that express pass. Mistake number 6 is not taking advantage of that child swap program. If you are an avid thrill coaster junkie, but you have little ones, then you have to know that Universal will make it possible for you to enjoy the ride, even if you have the little ones with you. The child swap program works by allowing one member of your party to wait in a designated area, along with any children who are unable or unwilling to participate. Once the rest of your party is off the ride, you trade places and take your seat on the ride, while those who rode previously stay with the children. Mistake number 7 is missing out on Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is one of Universal Orlando's premier events, and it is such a big party filled with parades, oversized floats, incredible food, and if you haven't went there, you have to put that on your list. And also try to get on the parade float like I did. It was awesome, it's incredible, and you absolutely have to visit during Mardi Gras. Mistake number 8 is not knowing what the different Butterbeer options are. I'm a Harry Potter fan, and Butterbeer is a signature in this fandom. But for me, I like mine hot. But here are the Butterbeer flavors that you have to be aware of. There's cold Butterbeer, frozen Butterbeer, hot Butterbeer, Butterbeer potted cream, Butterbeer fudge, Butterbeer soft serve ice cream. I mean, this is heaven. So definitely try a Butterbeer, even if you're not a fan of Harry Potter. Mistake number 9 is not making a list of the must-do places to eat, things to try while you're at Universal Orlando. Trust me, the food game at the parks are stepping up. And one of the things I recommend is the crepe from the Central Park Creperie, a voodoo donut, a milkshake from Toothsome, Butterbeer like I mentioned. You can even get a Dole Whip over in Islands of Adventure, and many other delicious treats that you can get from their seasonal events such as Halloween Horror Nights and Mardi Gras. Mistake number 10 is not making your dining reservations ahead of time. Listen to me. Do not go to any of these parks and try to make your lunchtime or dinner time reservation while you're just casually waiting in an attraction line. that is almost impossible to find a reservation. Believe it or not, many of the restaurants in CityWalk and some in the park, such as Mythos and Islands of Adventure, have reservations that can be booked up months in advance. So if you know somewhere that you want to eat at on your trip to Universal, go to that website right now, find that restaurant on Universal's website, click that reservation, and have it set to go. Mistake number 11 is not using the mobile ordering service. The mobile ordering service is a godsend at Universal, and it's basically similar to the mobile ordering service at Walt Disney World. So you will have your credit card or your debit card attached to the Universal Orlando app. Once you know what counter service place that you want to go to, you just go on the app, choose the restaurant that you want to dine in, choose your items, pay for it, wait for the Universal Orlando team member to tell you that it is ready, and voila, that is all you have to do. This will save you so much time, especially if you want to grab a voodoo donut on your way out of Universal at the end of the night when that line is long and you have already just placed your order, skip the line like a VIP, and you're out there while everybody's just looking at you because they didn't watch this video. Mistake number 12 is not packing smarter. Now, I like to pack light because I don't want all that heavy stuff on me, but there are some key things that you have to bring to these Florida parks, especially during the heated summertime, and sometimes fall is still heated. So I like to make sure that I have a water bottle or two. I know they may take up some space, but you will be so happy that you have them. You're gonna also want to have some sunscreen, some hand sanitizer, a couple of masks if you're still not there yet with the interaction of people. I recommend a small umbrella that can help you block out the sun, a hat, some sunglasses, just to kind of keep yourself as protected as you can from the Florida sun. Those are just some of the basic things. And of course you want to have your cell phone so that you can get those memories captured while you're there. Mistake number 13 is not researching those little Wizarding World of Harry Potter secrets, like where to find Creature, where is he? Knowing what to dial when you go to the red phone booth, just dial magic, I'm giving you that one. Looking for the unforgivable curse that's somewhere throughout the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and so much more. I'll definitely leave the link to our own guide to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter secrets down in the description below. Mistake number 14 is missing out on the best rides. Now, some of my best rides at Universal Studios Florida are Revenge of the Mummy, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. I also still like the classic E.T. Adventure and Transformers the Ride 3D. Now, over at Islands of Adventure, I love Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Velocicoaster, I love Spider-Man. I mean, I could go on. I even love Poseidon's Fury. But you have to decide what rides you must do and know what you have to conquer before you even get to this theme park. Mistake number 15, not skipping the Fast and Furious Supercharged ride. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. Mistake number 16 is not doing a secret tour. Believe it or not, some of the attractions at Universal and Islands of Adventure offer a secret tour, such as the Men in Black Immigration Tour. There's also one for the Revenge of the Mummy ride, the Fast and Furious ride, the Jimmy Fallon ride, and Velocicoaster. The only thing is that if it's a busy day, then it's most likely not gonna happen, but you can always go up to a team member and ask them if they're offering it that day, and they're free, so why not? Mistake number 17 is for my solo travelers out there, and that's not using a single rider line. I mean, you are here on a solo trip, and Universal offers single rider lines for many attractions, way more than Walt Disney World. So you're gonna want to take advantage, and sometimes a single rider line can go a little bit faster than the Express Pass line, but you didn't hear that from me. Number 18 is not taking advantage of the lockers. At Universal, many of the fast, thrilling attractions will require you to use the lockers, but the free lockers will only allow you to put a small bag in there, so you have to keep that in mind. If you want to use the lockers that are free, just make sure you have a smaller bag, because if you have a larger bag that does not fit inside those lockers, then you're gonna have to pay. Mistake number 19 is not signing up for the Universal Orlando email alerts. Universal Orlando is known to send out some incredible deals to their email list. You'll also know when there's a new event or experience coming to Universal firsthand through their email list, so definitely sign up for their email list before you get here and just stay on there for your next vacation to the parks. Mistake number 20 is for all y'all late folks, and it's arriving too late. Arriving on time, you're late. What you want to do is to arrive to Universal Orlando Resort 45 minutes to an hour before the park opens. I know that is overdoing it, but if you have paid all this money to come to the parks, then you're gonna want to definitely arrive early and just wait at the gate. Once you get in, you can conquer all of your must-do attractions right away. Then you'll have time to relax, go watch a show, watch a parade, shopping, dining, or you could go re-ride some of your favorite rides and attractions. Mistake number 21 is missing out on Halloween Horror Nights. Halloween Horror Nights is the premier haunted event here in America. And if there's any event that you must attend outside of Mardi Gras at Universal, that is Halloween Horror Nights. And if you're like, Nikki, I am not going to Halloween Horror Nights, that is just too much for me, then you should consider doing one of their behind the scenes Unmasking the Horror tour, which I'll leave a video of my experience. And you can get the same vibe without all of the scares, and you get to learn all the details and the workings of what it took to bring all of these houses to life. It's such an incredible deal and it's so much fun. Mistake number 22 is not enjoying all of the entertainment and the restaurants and the fun at both CityWalk and the Universal Orlando Resort hotels. CityWalk has some of the most incredible nightlife, lounges, places to hang out and just vibe. And one of my favorite places is the Bob Marley. Oh, love that spot. But also the hotels, they have such a great vibe. The lounge area sometimes have live music, great drinks, great food. And Portofino Bay is always known for hosting some of the most incredible events that you should definitely check out. So don't skip out on just exploring the hotels at Universal and CityWalk at Universal. Mistake number 23 is not downloading the Universal Orlando app before you get here. You do not want to be that person who's trying to mobile order, but you never play with the app. You're trying to figure out how to get your credit card on there, where to find the mobile app, where to add it. You got to ask people, and then you're just so frustrated. You just want to have that app. You want to get familiar with it, play with it, know where you can find the wait times, know where you can find your credit card information if you need to update it. You can add your tickets to it. Just have that app downloaded before you get here. Mistake number 24 is not using some of the extra options that Universal has to kind of help you enjoy your day a little bit better if you have a special circumstance. There are rooms that are meant for families to take their kids in to get a break, whether it's using the autism room, the baby room for parents who need to breastfeed or freshen up the kids or let the kids just take a break from the heat. There's also a first aid room and just many other things that can help for accessibility when you're coming to the park. So review that before you get there and kind of know where it's at. Mistake number 25 is for all of you, and that's waiting on others to join you on a theme park vacation. Everybody's schedule is not going to line up with yours, so why you keep waiting? Take that solo vacation right now and live your best life at Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay, CityWalk, and all the incredible hotels. You deserve this trip, and if no one can get their schedule lined up with yours, then hey, see you on the next trip. Now, those are my top 25 mistakes that I know you're going to avoid this year. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.